Right, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of DailyGray. I have had my morning client and come back to a problem. Well, I already had a problem, but the problem has got slightly worse. So, last night, I noticed Flak was chewing in, around his back, above his tail. And I'm like, the fuck? So I pulled him over my lap, had a look, and he's got another little hotspot. Granted, this one is small. There's nothing serious. There's a little tiny scab. It's not bad. His last one was fucking horrendous. But with his last one being that bad, I need to get this one now. So I think fleas have caused it. Misha said she's been bitten by fleas a few times recently. Now I don't get bitten, so it's very hard for me to see when the dogs have got it. Obviously my two, although short-coated dogs, are thick-coated dogs. It's not like having a Chinese crested where you can see them running across their body. So I think they might have fleas, which means we're going to Pets at Home now for flea shampoo and any other flea things that I can get, and I'm defleeing the house. So unfortunately, already, today's vlog is not going to be blissfully exciting. I'm also going to get Flak a cone of shame so he can't chew that anymore. Basically guys, a hotspot is I don't know for sure if it's a hotspot or something called wet eczema, which is nothing to do with eczema, strangely. So wet eczema usually comes from an insect bite, and this is what I think it's the start of. Basically, they're scratching the itch, but they do it so incessantly that they make the skin sore, and then end up with an infection in the top layer of the skin. It's nothing ever serious, even when it looks really, really, really bad, like his last one was bad. His last one was bad because the way his fur sits, it sat over it. I didn't see it for so long. Even when they're really bad, they're never serious or dangerous or anything like that. They're just fucking annoying and very hard to heal. And incredibly painful for the dog, just to put that out there. So if your dog's got one, get it squared away quick. So I'm going to put a cone of shame on him. I'll flea shampoo him with Misha's fancy flea, professional grooming flea shampoo stuff. And then I'll hibby scrub him, which for those of you that don't know is an antiseptic, antibacterial shampoo. A lot of horse owners use hibby scrub. Basically, if they've ever got anything open on their skin, they get bathed in hibby scrub for me. It's just an antibacterial. It stops. Some inconsiderate bastard just tried to call me while I was trying to film this for you. What I was saying, in fact, it's not antibacterial, it's antimicrobial. So it stops microbes forming on the skin. As of right now, Flak's probably chewing himself to bits in the back of this van. Nothing I can do right now other than wait it out, get straight to the shop, get a cone of shame on him. I'm literally going to walk into Pets at Home, pick the cone of shame up, walk out, put it on the dog, then go in and sort out the shampoo and payment and stuff. It just needs to be on him. They cause so much damage so fast, especially these big dogs, because they can really chew. So yeah, unfortunately a lot of today is going to be me defleeing the house. Alright, so supplies have been bought. Flea shampoo, flea sprinkle on the floor stuff, cone of shame for Flak bar. Now it's time to deflea the house. Misha's doing outside, I'm doing the office. Gonna be a long old time lapse of lots of cleaning now. Part of owning dogs, guys, part of being a dog trainer is this stuff. Move. Because you can't have dogs and not go through these things. And this is why I wanted to do the whole honest documentation thing. It's not always, driving across the country or to Europe to train dogs with cool people. Sometimes it's cleaning. For bathing. So I'll try and put the tripod up somewhere. What will you do? There we go. Big lad first. Flea shampoo. So the reason, don't know how much of this you'll be able to hear. The reason it's so important to do all the things, you know, clean the floors, hoover, clean the cages. If you just clean the dog, they just get fleas again. And we may well get fleas again. But we can only do what we can do. Big lad is here. Let's get this, let's get this dog bathed. That's another day gone. 6:30 in the evening. This week's vlogs are going to be really funny because I'm working on a project that I can't talk about. You will know about it in the future, but as of right now, it's all under wraps. There are 3 people, excluding me, on the planet that know about it. So, what can I do? Yeah, I've been working on this all day on the computer. And we've got good progress. I'm happy with the progress. Both dogs are clean. Flak's got his corner shame on. He'll recover nicely. Was meant to be training tomorrow, but need to look after Lily. So very unlikely now. We'll probably train Sunday if that's the case. I need to get back on with this work. When I unveil it, it will be well worth it. Well worth it. So, I'm going to log off. I'm literally going to spend the evening tonight sat here at my desk doing nothing. Well, working, doing nothing for the vlog. I'll try and get some clients filmed if they're filmable clients, but like I say, not everybody is, whether that be because they're uncomfortable, they don't want to be on Facebook, we forget, it's boring. Why is this so, that's better, isn't it? You know, a boring session, not interesting, we filmed it before. There are loads of reasons that they don't get filmed. Also, I need to put a certificate in here because it's empty. Believe. Who did that? International Open Academy. I believe I've got a course to do. I can't remember what it's on. Oh, it's basic veterinary care. So I think I'm going to get that done at some point. Right, I'm going to log off and get back on with work. Question of the day is... Question of the day. What's the most rewarding behaviour to train and why? What's up guys, welcome to DailyGray. I've been out with clients all morning, I am now back. We are in the house. What do I need to do today? Dogs need training, properly training. Yesterday was an exercise day, so no, didn't bother filming that. Throwing a ball through a field. So these guys need properly trained today. Flak's still in his corner, shame. Khaleesi's there. Guys, I'm going to be working a lot at the moment on this wee project that we're doing, which, if you're in the academy, I'm going to unveil to you before everybody else. You're going to know about it long before it goes live, as it were. I'm excited. Misha's gone to pick up a body from the morgue or something. For those of you that don't know, because I've just realised how immensely strange that sounds, Misha currently works with a funeral director and is building her own brand too, so I'll open a funeral directing company in the coming years. You always need coffee in your life. I realised that most people just drink coffee in the morning, you know, they get up, they make a coffee. I really don't, like hand on heart, I make a coffee when it's empty. It fucking terrifies me how much I drink if I actually counted them. Maybe I should do that one week. Jay's weekly coffee. And like do a sped up time lapse of every time I make one. Oh, fuck, that would be terrifying. That would be a long ass video. I need to go get Lily up because she's been napping for plenty of time now. She needs to get up. So, I'll probably catch you all at the field, to be honest. Have I got anything else to do before? People often ask me is this acceptable? Like, can I let my dog rough howl? My answer is always is, if you can stop it easily. So if I, Fleas has got a paw stuck in Flak's collar, that's not ideal. If I come over here, I leave him to wrestle. Flak, your fuss! Immediately they'll both stop doing what they're doing. Okay. And then they can go and do what they want. You're more than welcome to have your dogs playing if you can stop it. Because what happens if it starts going wrong? Or Khaleesi loss. That's her licking Flak's little, now considerably less infected hotspot. Don't do it. He has a cone of shame on all day, so he can't do it, so you definitely can't do it. Yeah, they can wrestle, it's not a problem. Let your dogs have fun. You just need to have the control in with it. And that's why rules always come before play in my world. And then later on, the play can come. And then you get dogs that can do this all the time. And leave massive amounts of hair on my floor. After I've just hoovered. And on my sofa. After I've just hoovered. So a lot of you have probably noticed that this vlog, hello Flak, this vlog has been like a mash of days together, and I think this is how we're going to do the vlogs from now on. So basically there are some days where I'm very, very much stuck in the office, and there are some days where I'm very, very much stuck with clients who either can't be filmed or it's not of benefit to you guys to film them. So I'm going to start mashing the vlogs together and just putting them up, you know, here and there, just so there's a bit more content in there for you. So like this vlog's got the flea story, the kitchen training. I'll be definitely going to the field today, probably in about an hour-ish. All that jazz. I was meant to be going down to Leicester this weekend, on Sunday, but the team have gone over to Northern Ireland, and I couldn't get there, because working. Headaches. Look at Flak, just creeping in the corner. You look hilarious there, Flak. He is still in his cone of shame, usually. But obviously when I'm sat in the office like this, he doesn't. Oh, it's there. There's his cone. He didn't need it on. Right. I'm going to finish this office work and then go up to the field. So I just wanted to explain why there was like a mashup of days on this vlog. Obviously it's the next day again now. It just saves me, you know, really trying hard for content every day, because it's a lot of work, you know, to try and make sure there's value in every single day. So this is an easier route, I think. The vlogs will be longer, they'll be more interesting to watch, they'll just be less. So we are on the way to the field. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do today yet, mainly because of where Flak's at with his recovery from this wet eczema hotspot bullshit thing. I don't want to give him too much to do. He's probably in a fair amount of pain. He's not in excessive amounts of pain by any stretch of the imagination. He don't give a shit. But I have to manage that for him. I don't want to put him in crazy levels of drive so he completely ignores it. I don't want him at massively long distance from me in case he starts chewing. There's just these little considerations to have. So with that, I think I'll probably just do some heel work with Flak. Probably some heel work with Khaleesi. And then, well, chuck a bit of fitness in at the end, mainly just to let them blow off some steam, really. Like I say, they were meant to be going up to Leicester on Sunday, but what can you do? It was my fault completely, because I was going to go on Tuesday, and I thought, oh no, I'll go Sunday. Misha had a funeral, I'll look after Lily. And then completely forgot that they were all going to Ireland. Which fucks me off now at this point. Because now I'm not going to get training next Tuesday either, because I've got clients in all day. So it's probably going to be a week on Sunday, at best, if I've got nothing booked in then. I don't think I have, in which case I will leave it empty. So, onwards to the field. DailyGray right there. Back from the field, back at home. I'm gonna have dinner and then I'm gonna get back to work in the office on this project that I still can't tell you anything about. My apologies. Bit of training done. Heel work, distance heel work. Downs on the move to recalls with Flak. Straight line heel work for Khaleesi. Oh, and I've just started putting in Flak's emergency recall as well. So basically what you do is you throw the ball, the dog goes out, and you call a dog. I didn't film it. I will film it though. If I remember, I'll film it next time. It went well for a first session. It went very well. Obviously, what you do is you start recalling the dog early. So you throw the ball's still in motion, which makes it, you know, more prey-driven. You let the dog go out 10 steps and call the dog. And then by the end, you want the dog to be just about to touch the ball. Here. Whoa, okay. The woof was he's turning the head away from the ball. Right, I'm going to log off. Question of the day. Do you prefer these new vlogs, or do you prefer them old style, daily, or this style, newer? Unfortunately, your answer is somewhat irrelevant because they're going to be this way for a while at least, so I can judge what the mass is like. But let me know what you think.